Welcome back to Tech Nuggets. In this video, I'm going to show you programming Java Spring Boot capability of DeepSeek-R1 and to develop the fully functional end-to-end application with single prompt. Let's get started. For this demo, I will be using web version of DeepSeek, that is deepseek.com, that is chat.deepseek.com. You use your email ID to register, then you get this interface. Okay. I have asked write me a CRUD Java Spring Boot microservice program for inventory management, which has ID, name, description, category, product ID, quantity fields. Follow the best practices on Spring Boot Java development with different package names, such as service controller, model, and UI. And also, the program should have two access points. One is API and other one is GUI. For GUI, you use Themelib, and for database, use MySQL. Finally, create a whole project with a Maven build. So this is quite a lot of ask in a single prompt. If you have worked on a Spring Boot application, you will know the hurdle of generating these artifacts manually. In a nutshell, I am asking to develop an entire application in a single prompt. Too greedy, isn't it? Let's see. DeepSeek thought for 66 seconds, and the thought process is extraordinary. If I start reading thought process or reasoning, that itself will become another full length video. However, I will highlight some of the important thoughts. First of all, it plans very well and break this problem into step-by-step solution. In the top level, it is designing the overall project structure because there is a lot goes into that. It needs to create package and generates the code corresponding to that. And in one place, it really thought about Lombok, and that's really good because Lombok produced a boilerplate code, and however, it did not um, implemented it is sticking to the user prompt. And in another place, it's interpreted the product ID as a product ID. That's really good because that's what I meant. For example, here, right? Because and also it generated a HTML using the title. And finally, it outlines all the files and the APIs what it is required. Now let's see what other things it generated. It's a quite lot of explanation. So the project structure and the Java code, inventory item.java, and inventory repository, service IMPL. Then we have a controller. In controller, we have API items as a mapping as it mentioned. Then other one is item should be there. There is a web controller. There you go. One more with web controller with the items. That is for API. This is for web. And for theme leaf templates, perfect name, description, category, product ID. Can see this product ID. Okay, that's really good. Then action. Then we have this is for form.html. This is for edit and delete, I believe. Then we have application properties with all the required properties, which include the database and other things, right? Then Maven configuration. Okay, let's go ahead and create the setup and let's run it and see. Okay, I have created the structure shown by DeepSeek. It's very, very informative, the structure, what it shows, which I have seen with other model. It never showed this type of project structure creation. It was quite helpful. If you are creating manually these files, where the file has to go and what other directories needs to be created. Just follow the structure. You will be able to do it. Please remember, I have done everything manually so that I show as it is. Okay, so this is output of it. Starting with form.xml, then we have a src. Inside src, you have main, Java, then com.exam, example.inventory, then all of the files. Okay, then we have a resources, application.properties, it has everything. So after you create the file and just copy paste the content, and we are ready for the compilation. Let's do the compilation now. So first let us check the file. So pom.xml is there at the root. So command here, let's try to compile it. Cm compile. Remember, you should have installed MEN and set it up, and also Java 17 you have to install and keep it. Set the path, right? Okay, we see there is an error. It's saying dependency version of MySQL driver is missing. Voila, first error we encountered. Let's find out. Okay, let's open the pom.xml and see what is generated. So this is the first thing which you noticed. It's a com.mysql. It is not MySQL. And here is a connector J, not Java. Let us save this and rerun it. mvn compile, maven compile. Awesome. It's pulling the data and it's downloading all the dependency and it's trying to compile the code. And you see another error. Looks like quite a few errors and there are multiple files. There may be a copy paste issue or maybe genome issue. Let's inspect. The main culprit class looks like an inventory item because some of those getter setters are not in use found. Okay. Now let's open inventory item that is inside model. Okay. Let's see. So very nice. It did not generate getter setter. Second issue we found. Okay, let us go back to DeepSeek and we'll ask them to generate. So it's inventory item. You could have noticed, would have caught this little earlier, but it's solved. Okay, let's go back and ask, can you generate getters and setters for inventory item class? Okay, it started generating. So now it's created the class. We'll go ahead and copy paste and rerun it. So this is a fast exploit and we updated the code. Now let's go back and run this code. So mbn clean install. That is what the command given by DeepSeek. And there you go. We started compilation and there was no test. Execution to fail the goal or something. The error talks about list in inventory API controller. Let's inspect what is there in that, right? Controller. So these all would have been very easier if you have used IDE. Just I'm saying raw code and manually how you do this. Okay, let's go back. The line number is 20. That is your 20 list. So just put import java.util.star so that it compiles. Let's go back and try again. Clean install. Okay, let's see if it goes. I would have asked back this question, then again you have to regenerate the whole compiled successfully without any error. To run the application, what is required? We need to create a MySQL database called InventoryDB. Then update this application properties with the credentials and run and when clean install, it will create the package and this will run. So I already created InventoryDB in MySQLDB and I updated this property. We are going to run with this command. Let's see. Very good. It's going on. Perfect. It's up. It's going up. and it is up and running. Let's check with web interface first. Inventory item. Okay. Add inventory. There is no style, so it looks little plain. Otherwise, it should be okay. Item one. Item one. Category one. Product ID one. Quantity 10. Yes. Click here. Nice. It's able to do it. Plain, but it is working. I can go ahead and say edit. I'll increase it 40 to 50. Save it. Awesome. Let's go and delete. It's deleted. Perfect. It's working. The CRUD operation is working successfully. Okay, now let us check with the API. So you got two items just to show an API. I added with two items and that is showing. I added through UI. So before we let's make sure the data is coming from database. So we'll go ahead and check this database. Yes, I have it, and there are two items. Final verdict. I personally liked DeepSeek, especially on Spring Boot Java programming. It is quite good and it generates lots of text for Spring Boot application. However, we encountered only three issues. That is, one is MySQL driver version, then getter setters were not generated, and Java ETL list import were missing. Other than this, I did not face any issues. I have already done videos on Spring Boot development with other models. Compare with those, this is the best and it's more accurate. So please go ahead and explore. Let me know your comments and thoughts on comment section. If you like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe it. Thank you.